Just so you know, I haven't been sitting on my ass for the last 2 weeks. I needed a place to put my my RV, and so I went and I built one. It's about 200 feet away from me. Right now we're about 200 feet away, and I'm gonna walk over to my motorhome here, and I'm gonna take you guys down my road. Let's see if I can make this happen. Yeah, baby. There we go. So while the rest of the ham radio world has been checking out everything new in ham radio at Dayton, I've been making good on my promise to my wife to build this road and cover our new motorhome. That's 60 yards of road base. While everybody else has been at Dayton playing ham radio, I've been playing contractor in my front yard, making a nice covered spot here for my motorhome. And that's why you haven't seen me in the last couple of weeks. So the story is, for the past couple of weeks, I've just been taking a little break from the YouTube world and from ham radio, and I went into kind of contractor mode there. I had promised the wife that we would build a cover over this motorhome because we spent, like we spent our entire life savings buying this thing. And she doesn't want it to sit out in the sun. And I'll tell you what, here in Northern California, the summertime sun is absolutely brutal on RVs. So I've got that little project completed, and I'm back. So when we last met, I was bitching about my Openspot and how it just mysteriously quit working on the D-Star side. And I got a lot of mixed responses out of that video. Now the fact is, I've got it back up and running. I actually went into the network settings on my Mac, not in the router. I was able to add in the DNS, the 8.8.8.8 DNS address into the computer, and that got everything back up and running. And then a couple of days ago, I got a call from W6GPS Don, who's the D74 guru. And he was setting up an Openspot for Gordon West and ran into the same exact problem that I had. So I kind of walked him through what I had done, and I tested it, and lo and behold, it was doing it again. There was a whole new thread on the Openspot troubleshooting forum. So I did a little more playing around, and I got it back up and running. Now, the folks over at Openspot, they said that they are going to, they're gonna have a fix out this week. They're gonna have a new beta release out this week. So if you're having this issue, and this is not a DMR or Fusion issue, this is D-Star only on the Openspot. But if you're having that issue, hopefully there's gonna be a fix out here real soon. My take on this problem isn't just that I had this issue, it's that hundreds of guys had this issue and it all started on the same day. Now, whether you guys agree with the fact that I put down, and I didn't even put it down because I'm still a huge Openspot fan, but that I was critical of a product And and there was a lot of you guys that were like, oh my God, it's brutal, it's not fair. Well, it's honest. And that's what this show is all about, guys. This show is not about puffing stuff up and making everything out to be hunky-dory. There are issues that pop up in this hobby, and I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to talk about them honestly. That's why I'm trying to do this without bringing in sponsors, without bringing in companies that are footing the bill. And that's why I'm asking you guys to help me out on Patreon and help support the channel. That way, what you get from me is completely honest. Now, I could put disclaimers up when, if I wanted to take corporate money and say, hey, you know what, these guys are paying me. But I'm trying to do it without doing that. I want this to be 100% on the level and honest. And to do that, sometimes it gets a little bit brutal. So I do know the solar cycle has been at kind of a low here. But for all you HF guys that have kind of given up, and that includes me. I mean, it's been, other than a few nets that I check into and a couple of standing QSOs that I do, I just haven't been giving it a big try. And lo and behold, a friend of mine locally here, Brian, AI6US, who is a brand new ham, but he's dove in so deep and so hard. I commend him. He has been working 20 meters and he's been telling me, wow, I'm getting all these contacts on 20 meters. It's hopping. So I got on last night, and lo and behold, man, Russia, 5.8. The contacts are out there, guys. 20 meters right now is doing pretty good, so you might want to give it a shot if you haven't been on. Have you ever had one of these little suction cup things for your GPS or for your phones or whatever, and the things keep falling off? They keep falling off the pad. They undo themselves. They're cheap. They suck. Well, I found one here from Icom. It's the MBF-1. It's made for the like the 5100 or any one of the newer radio heads that uses the little magnetic tabs here. And really, what it does is really ingenious. You just take that metal tab that you already have for your radio. You attach it to this thing and screw it down. You tighten that down and you hook your radio to it. It's that simple. Now, what makes this so good, or so much better than some of the other ones that I've seen, is it's kind of a double stick philosophy. This comes with a super sticky back on it, a real sticky, and I think if it's like some of the other things, you can wash this off with a wet cloth and stick it to damn near anything. But anyway, I picked this guy up for the motorhome. Now, the MBF retails for about $90, which is typical of all things Icom. It's, in my opinion, it's way overpriced at its MSRP. But I found this one online on eBay, actually, brand new from Japan or China or wherever they're coming from, and it was like $50. Actually, it was $45. So they can be had, and I think $45 for a good mount that you can use on your dash or stick it on a windshield in a car. I think that is super, super reasonable. And the thing works. So if you're looking for a suction cup device to mount your radio head to, either on your windshield or on your dash of your car, give this one a look. Alright guys, that's all I've got today. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, smash that subscribe button right now. It is right down here somewhere. Let's see what else. Hey, you know what? We're at about 6,500 viewers, so in 1,000 more, 7,500, I said I'm giving something away. I'm going to give away a chameleon loop antenna, a P-loop 1.0. I'm giving that thing away to somebody at 7,500, and I'll pick who I want to give it to, because it's my antenna, my rules. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got. Share this everywhere you can. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Let's spread the word. Keep spreading the word. I want this to be the biggest, the best, the funniest ham radio show on the internet. I'm Bob, K6UDA, and I'm out of here. 7-3.